one day after hundreds of thousands of Trump supporters watched their candidate sworn in as president of the United States. It's a different story today.
Hundreds of thousands of women are set to march on Washington and around the world as well. This is a live look here. London, England, folks gathering for a protest march. All of these people demanding their voices are heard for the next 4 years. Everyone from celebrities to activists to normal moms. Who are they? NBC's Kate Snow has that story.
I know this is not rational, what I'm about to say, but I was not so shocked that Hillary Clinton lost. The shocking, surrealistic thing is that Donald Trump won. I mean, this is a man who I don't think really deserves to have lunch in the White House, much less live there.
A blunt Gloria Steinem about the now 45th president of the United States.
The election of Donald Trump is a disaster, except for one thing. Our Constitution does not begin with I, the president. It begins with we, the people.
Some of those people, the hundreds of thousands expected this morning at the Women's March on Washington.
Hey guys, who's going to the march?
I have never in my life seen such an outpouring of anger and outrage and energy.
The march is familiar territory for Steinem, one of the original torchbearers of the feminist movement 4 decades ago. Now 82, Steinem still carries that torch, serving as honorary co-chair of the march today, and many from around the country are traveling in to hear what she might say. In New Jersey, Rabia Khater is packing up, getting ready for a road trip to Washington. A patent lawyer, she never considered running for public office until Election Day.
It was really important to me as a woman, as a Muslim, to make sure that our voices are heard. And I said, you know what? Why can't we run? You know, we should run.
But before she runs, she's ready to march. A single mother, Khater is bringing her boys Aiden and Cameron with her.
For me, it's really great that I have 2 boys that I can raise to be feminists.
For Allison Mariella Desir, it's a different kind of running that's fueling her.
I often refer to running as being a vehicle for social change. The things that Trump was saying seemed so bombastic and so ridiculous almost, particularly via Twitter, that I couldn't imagine that he would be president.
So when word spread of the march, Desir laced up and decided she would run the 256 miles from her Harlem neighborhood to Washington. And she was not alone. Joining her, a group of 100 men and women, making each step count by raising money for Planned Parenthood and doubling their set goal.
What's really made an impact on me is that this really small, crazy idea, which I think lots of women are having, these small, crazy ideas, are actually powerful movements.
Hayne Beatty Gray was one of the first leaders of the march.
My daughter looked at me and said, "Does Donald Trump believe in climate change yet?" And I looked at her and said, "Not yet, but we have work to do."
While a majority of women voted for Hillary Clinton, 53% of white women voted for President Trump.
I think that was the real bereavement on the day after the election was, wait a minute, the majority of women who look like me on the outside aren't aligned with what I thought were kind of humanist values.
For all these women, their message is clear. President Trump is on notice.
Don't underestimate us.
And they are ready to march.
I'm marching because there's nothing more powerful than a group of women who know what they want, know their value, and are demanding it.
I am marching because I want to represent everybody who is disenfranchised by this election.
I march because I want to be with my sisters.
I'm marching for positive reasons much more than for anti-reasons. Now we're a majority movement, so to bring the majority movement to Washington seems exactly the right thing.
For Today, Kate Snow, NBC News, Washington.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.